everyone, welcome to February favorites. We will get to favorites in just a moment, but I really don't have very much to share, so I'd like to take the first part of this video to talk about what's going on with me, what's going on with my state of Texas, ways you can help. Maybe you don't follow me on Instagram, and so you aren't getting my daily updates. Hi, we had a really big winter storm. I am filming this actually way in advance of the end of the month. I'm filming this on Sunday, February 21st, and as I sit here, it is 72 degrees outside. 2 days ago, there was still snow. I can't wrap my head around that. Obviously, as you can see, I am fine. I have the lights on, I have electricity, I have running water that I need to boil, but I have it. There are no damages, knock on wood, thank God. We're good. We're waiting. There might be something wrong with our pool, but it's nothing. I'm not worried. Jake went without water for, I think, a week in Houston. He's still on boil notice, but he does have water. We lost power for about 3 days. It got a little chilly, not terrible. And honestly, I've learned I sleep a lot better when I'm a little bit cold. So from our personal experiences, we are blessed, lucky, and really grateful to have gotten through that week without major incident. However, many of my fellow Texans still now are not doing well. As of right now, and I'll get to why I'm filming so early in a minute, but as of right now, many are still without reliable shelter because due to one thing or another, pipes bursting, roofs caving in, leaks, they have nowhere to live. Many Texans are still without water, and if they do have water, they're under boil notice. Our grocery stores are pretty much wiped out. We know we're waiting on supply, and a lot of the supplies are being diverted to the larger cities, leaving our rural friends and neighbors in really strong need of some help. I did put this on my Instagram, but as of filming this, President Biden declared 77 counties in Texas major disaster sites. Unfortunately, there are 254 counties in Texas. So the 77 counties are mostly, if not all, in urban areas, densely populated areas. And while obviously there is a huge need because more people live in those counties, the rural counties got nothing. And so I am still looking for ways to help those that maybe have been left behind. I did put up a blog on my website about places that you can donate if you feel so inclined. I will update that as I get more information. I am going to try to find more specific organizations that are working in the rural counties and the outlying areas, because I feel like those that are in Dallas, Houston, San Antonio, and Austin are getting a whole lot of attention, which is good, but it's a big state and there's a lot of other places that need our help. One more thing, if you are so inclined to donate to a charity, whether it's here in Texas, anywhere else that's been affected, or in the future for anything, I urge you to utilize one, if not both of these sites. The first is charitynavigator.org. The second is givewell.org. Both of these sites, their sole reason for existence is to evaluate and rate nonprofits. Charity Navigator is more interested in transparency, financial responsibility, and accountability. And then GiveWell also looks at some of that, but looks at more at the impact of where your dollars are going as far as how far they reach into those who need it. Both sites are really useful, and I would recommend looking into a charity on both sites just to get your full amount of information so that you are doing your due diligence before you part with your hard-earned money and are making the most effective use of your donation. One more thing as to why I am filming a week out. We do have power back, but it's hit or miss. And right now our utility company is not giving us any warning as to when they're gonna flick the switch off. And it makes me a little anxious. I know many of you do not care if I stick to my schedule or not, but in times of stress, I like to have control over something. It makes me feel better. So I'm filming this well in advance so that I have enough time to edit and get this uploaded in case we go through multiple cycles of power outages. Again, it's not because we don't have electricity like a source, it's because they are working on repairing things. And so obviously they're gonna have to turn the power off to repair those things safely. Well, now let's get to the favorites. Let's start with beauty. Let's see what I have in front of me. I've been doing a lot of hand washing and it's been really dry, and obviously it was a lot colder than we're used to here in Texas. And this was recommended, I believe, on Dr. Dre's channel, and it's the Eucerin Advanced Repair Hand Cream. And it has all kinds of really good ingredients like ceramides and other moisturizing factors. It's fragrance free and it is incredibly effective. Really pleased with this. I just keep this right out on my sink. I love it. And I love that it is a drugstore item. I was recently sent a PR package from Trinity London, and I'd like to do a video sometime in March going over all that stuff with you. But one of the standouts for sure is this concealer. It's the BFF Serum Eye Concealer, and I've been using it pretty much nonstop since I've received it. I have a few things layered under my eyes, but this, it looks like nothing. It's a serum concealer. You'd think there's no way it's gonna give coverage. It does. It's fabulous, and it has this really nice cooling tip. Let me show you, which I am aware is kind of funny to have when it's been cold, but I'm looking forward to using it as it warms up as well, and I've just been super pleased with this. Continuing on with my eyes, you know that I recently participated in a Zoom class with Laura Mercier, well, not recently, earlier this month, and one of the products that they talked about was this guy. This is their secret brightening powder. I've had this forever. It was sitting in a drawer. It is the finest. I mean, I just kind of shoved a whole bunch on there, but it's so fine. I don't know what else to say. It's incredibly fine. It's finer than dust, and the trick that the makeup artist used in that video, I'm using the Real Techniques setting brush, and I'm gonna use my monitor as the mirror. He said, after you do all of your makeup, it's all done, like right now, and you just want a little pop of brightness under your eyes, go in with this, probably not with this brush, I'm guessing, and I'll just do one eye, just so you see. That should look a little bit brighter. Now I realize my skin is pretty pale, so there's not gonna be a huge contrast, but I feel like it really does make it just that much brighter. I have to admit, I think if you had deeper skin, you'd have a more pronounced effect. Pretty neat stuff. Really enjoying rediscovering that product. I've been getting into lip liner again. Not so much just to outline, but to outline, fill in, and then top with gloss. So I've been using the Laura Mercier lip liner. I'm wearing it right now in the shade Macaron. And then I've topped it with this beautiful lip gloss, also from Laura Mercier, and it's in the shade Rose Gold. So that's what's going on here. Then let's talk about hair. Okay, there's a lot to discuss, and I'm gonna do a whole video on my hair in March, but when I get my hair colored, and you may have noticed I've changed it up, I'm sick of the roots, so I did lighten my base up a little bit because the new problem is, well, first of all, my hair is growing way faster than it used to, which is great. The not so great part is there's a lot more gray than there used to be. And when I was keeping my base color pretty much the natural color, the grays were really showing up. So we're gradually lightening my base, so it's pretty much back to blonde all around so that the grays blend in better. I mean, there it is. Okay, wonderful. The joys of aging. I guess if I'm lucky, when I get full on gray, it'll be really easy to blend that into blonde, but whatever. We'll address it when that happens. Now, when I leave the salon, like yesterday, I got my hair done yesterday. It was glorious. Anyway, when I leave the salon, my hair is more ashy blonde. Much of the brassiness that is natural to my hair is gone because she tones it and does all kinds of magical things to it. But as I go through the month, the farther I am away from that hair appointment, my hair goes back to brassy. And L'Oreal had sent this to me a few months ago, and it's been sitting in a drawer. I ran it by my hairdresser and I said, do you think it's gonna ruin it? She said, absolutely not. This is the L'Oreal Paris Le Color Gloss One Step Toning Gloss. It's a deep conditioner, and then in my case, I got the shade Cool Blonde, so it's gonna neutralize brass. They have this in every hair color, so depending on whether you want to enhance warm tones, remove brassiness, from light blonde to deep brunette, they have a shade. They also have clear, and you may ask, why clear? I used this once. It brought my hair right back to the shade it was from the salon. It was incredible. Many of you saw that on Instagram, but this is the best deep conditioner I've ever put. My hair still feels amazing. It's like 10 or 12 days out since I used it, and my hairstylist said, your hair is in amazing condition. So I really think this had a lot to do with it. Speaking of hair, many of you noticed when I posted on Instagram, in your world it was a week ago on the 21st, you were noticing how thick and voluminous my hair looks. Well, it is, but I'll admit, it's not all mine. So, I'm always fully transparent. If there's something that I need to share, I'm not gonna hide it from you. I wanna share my tips. So I have been battling thinning hair falling out for, gosh, a couple of years now, I think. We've run every test. There's nothing popping out. It's probably premenopausal. I honestly don't know. I started using the Restore laser, was it October now, I think? And when I started using it, I asked my hairstylist again. Her name is Jenny, by the way, and she's at Hair Studio Santerra, and I will list her info and contact information below because she's done amazing things with my hair and I adore her. So when I first started the Restore laser, I asked Jenny, do you think it would ever get to the point where where I could get hair extensions just for volume and thickness, because I'm really self-conscious about it? And she said, I'm sorry, but you are not a candidate. Your hair is too weak, it's too damaged, it's thinned out too much, it wouldn't support it. It would be completely waste of money and it would damage your hair. She's like, well, you know, one day maybe. And I said, hey, has there been any change? When do you think my hair will get to the point where I can get extensions? And she said, oh girl, you're there. She goes, you want to put some in today? So I have 10 on this side and 10 on this side, and they're keratin. Let me see if you can see. You can see them, obviously. See these little, see that little, there it is. There's a little piece. I haven't even washed them yet. You're not supposed to wash your hair for a couple of days. Anyway, I'm really excited. It's helping with the fullness, obviously. She said my hair is 180 degrees different from back in October. Still using the laser. I mean, the goal is that I won't need these, that I'll grow enough of my own hair that I can just pop these out in a few months. Okay, that's enough with the hair. Let's get on to clothing. Okay, haven't really worn anything all that interesting, but I'm really excited about the Anthropologie purchases that I have. This shirt, for example, I can wear right now. The maxi dress is just hanging in my closet and I look at it and I smile at it because it just makes me so happy. Anthropologie has come out with a bunch of really cute dresses. I'm gonna snatch up 1 or 2 a month, I think, going forward, because there's just something about Anthropologie. I don't know what it is. So just wanted to share this. I'm looking over, I set it aside so that I could remember to talk about it. I don't even know if it's still in stock. It might be sold out online, but please go check your stores. That Walmart $30 jacket saved my bacon when we were freezing. And I can assure you, I wore it outside when it was -7 with the wind chill, and I was toasty, toasty warm. And I spent most of the day inside the house wearing it. It's fabulous. If you can snatch it up at your local Walmart, or if it's still online available to you, get it. Even if it's a once in a century snowstorm, you'll be glad to pull it out from the back of your closet if and when the need arises. As many of you know, I am really close with a handful of influencers, and there are 3 of them. Tash, Nashville Tash on Instagram, Sarah from Hot and Humid, and Lisa D1. They loved these. Well, I think it started with Sarah. Either Sarah or Natasha introduced us to these Dolce Vita sneakers. Lisa put it in order. She posted it on Instagram and I said, that's it. We were in a group text and I said, that's it. I have to order them. And I gotta tell you, I love these. These just make me smile. They come tied like this so you don't have to worry about how to do the laces. There's like a slight wedge in the back so you're lifted a little bit. The tongue is lined with like a terry material so it doesn't rub on the top of your foot if you want to wear these without socks. I love them. They come in a bunch of other colors. I chose the black because I feel like I didn't have anything fun to wear with black leggings, black joggers, that kind of thing. I kind of want to get the rose gold ones as we get into spring and I'm wearing lighter colors. I love these. They're just fun and incredibly comfortable. I could walk for miles in these things. Last thing in clothing and accessories, this was my Valentine's gift. I am aware of the timing of this, but I want to share. I love it. I waited a very long time before I finally decided to get it, and it is a trend for 2021, and that is a Gucci belt. I deliberated for days over which one to choose. Michael was making me crazy. He's like, just hurry up and buy one. I went with the thinner width. I will link the actual one down below. I have no idea what it's called, but I chose the more nude shade so it would go with just about everything I could think of. I chose the narrower width so that I could wear it, you know, with like pants, or I could wear it up around the waist, natural waist, and it would look okay. I wanted the smaller logo, and I have to admit, I love this logo. It's GG, Goldgirl. It's not Gucci. So I'm loving it. I've gotten to wear it a total of 1 time, but it really did, I feel, complete the outfit. Now on to lifestyle. So I've been trying to figure out what to do with my mantle. I'm still not entirely sure. I saw these on Amazon, and as you can see, they're burned down quite a bit because we were actually using them to light up the family room. It's a trio of candlestick holders. They're not really wrought iron, but they're metal, but I wouldn't say they're wrought iron. You screw them together when they come in the package. These tapers were triple the size before I started burning them. Who knew that decorative candle holders would actually become functional? Anyway, I love these. I think they were like 20 or 25 bucks for the set, and I'm enjoying looking at them on my mantle. The other thing that really came through was this blanket. So, which one of these is the Barefoot Dreams blanket and which one of these is from the Styled collection? I have to admit, the Styled collection is a little bit softer and I kind of like the coloring better. Okay, this one is Barefoot Dreams. This one is the Styled collection. I basically lived with this wrapped around me for 6 days, I think, a long time. Yes, it's a total knockoff from Barefoot Dreams. It's also, I think I got mine on sale for $55. I think it's back up to $75. It's still less than $180. They keep selling out of all the colors, but if you're looking for it's a dupe, knockoff, whatever you want to call it, check out the Styled collection. And then the last favorite that I want to share with you, I know many of you have heard me sort of poo-poo the whole CBD thing and roll my eyes when it's in skincare and things like that. I have had problems sleeping over the years. I have tried, I can't tell you how many CBD products, how many melatonin products. I always get that wrong. And they never seem to work. But then a friend of mine who's also an influencer who I trust very much, I know she takes very seriously what she recommends to her audience. Her name is Tanya Foster. I'll link her Instagram down below. She's been raving about the CBD products she's been using from the Trusted Lab. And I love that they are a Texas company, they are a small business, and I thought, okay, let's give it a try. If it doesn't work, I'll just throw it in the drawer with all the other ones that didn't work. It works. So if you're interested in getting a whole video from me on like all the different products they have and how you can use them and all that, let me know. But what I've been using to help me fall asleep is the 750 milligram Wellness Soft Gels. Here is what they look like. Now, some people take these in the morning with their food and it just makes them stay calm and even throughout the day, and then they do drops in the evening. I tried these in the evening and it's been working really well for me. In fact, when I road tripped, I took these with me just because it's easier to fall asleep in a strange bed with this. Now, it's not like a sleeping pill. It's not gonna knock you out, but it did help me fall asleep and stay asleep, and I can see the difference on the nights when I don't use them. I have reached out to the Trusted Lab and I do have a discount code. It's 10% off. And it's just my name, Marnie, if you are interested. Well, that's it for my February favorites. It was a short list. It was a short month. I am glad it's almost over. March is a big deal here. March 1st is Michael's 50th birthday. We do have something planned that we are both very much looking forward to. I will talk about that after we're done with it, and I'll share that experience. I hope with all of my heart, now more than ever, that you are all well, that you are all safe, that you are all warm, that you are not thirsty. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you are in a place where you can help those who need it, please feel free to check the blog post that is down in the description box. In any event, thank you for hanging out with me today, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.